Hello, everyone, and welcome to Email Marketing with Ease using DotcomPal. If you thought email marketing was tough or you had questions about it, we're going to solve all of that today. How would you like to be able to contact 99% of your online consumers, your audience, people that you're trying to influence on a daily basis, just with a simple few clicks and possibly maximize your ROI up to or over 4,400%? While doing it 100% free. If you're excited for that, if you're ready for that, today we are going to go into how to do email marketing with ease using DotcomPal. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, like the video. Definitely hit the notification bell so you know when we go live with more videos to help you grow. And if you're watching on Facebook, make sure to like this video and share it to somebody who needs to grow their business. Now, the first question is, if we're going to talk about email marketing with ease, what is email marketing? So if you haven't done email marketing before, it's simply a digital method of sending direct emails to someone and sending it to your leads, to your customers, and to what you would call your email list. And if you've ever heard this saying, the money's in the list, what they're talking about is simply the people on your email list could be saved wherever, on an Excel sheet, inside a program, in a software, but it's just those leads that you've got. Helpful hint, you can find a lot in contacts.google.com. And what you do with email marketing is you send out email broadcasts or you send out follow-ups and you try to engage your subs, people who have opted in or people who have given permission to give you their email. And then ultimately what you want to do is take those subscribers, turn them into customers. And then by doing that, you want to turn them into repeat customers. And how you do that is you send out targeted emails and you make sure that they're segmented, they're personalized to whoever you're speaking to. That's pretty simple, right? And Abhi, you use email marketing as well with DotcomPal, correct? You send out emails and you get people excited, say about, your uncle's piano business or your wife's, language business. You're sending out emails consistently, like I'm doing with affiliate marketing. So an example of that would be saying, hey, this awesome new product's coming out. If you get it with me, I have these bonuses that you can get exclusively through my link. And if you click on this email, you can click on this link and get this at a limited price or get this specific bonus or whatever it is. So, did you want to say something? Oh, sorry. All right. So hopefully that kind of gives you an idea of what email.
Can you listen to me?
I can hear you.
Can you listen?
I can hear you. Yes.
Can you listen to me?
Yes. I can hear you. I can hear you. So just to keep going with this, with my example. Now, one thing you want to know is the people, like I was saying, you're going to send emails to, those are only people who opted in to your list or got your permission. So you have to give them incentives, as we talked about in our freelancing course, like, hey, I'm going to give you a free ebook on 10 steps to do SEO. I'm going to give you a discount on my course, 50% off. You want to give them some kind of promotion, some reason. Why am I typing my email in? If you go to a website or you see a Facebook ad, they usually have some reason why they want you to opt in. And then you're going to promote that with a sign-up notification to your website. There's different types of emails you can send to your audience. It depends on the stage and where the customer is at in the life cycle. Say you can send different information emails to people who signs up for stuff. And then down the line, you can send commercial emails to people who have already signed up so they can get a discount. And maybe you can upsell them. And then those people who are your customers, you can send them even some new emails to get them converted. So does anybody have any questions? Hello, Shirag. Does anybody have any questions, or does they want to know anything about what email marketing is? People watching on Facebook, people watching on YouTube. If you have any questions, put them in the chat box if you're wondering what email marketing is, or if you're using it, I'd like to know. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure to like this video and share it out to someone who needs to grow their business. So the big question is, I've had a lot of people ask me this myself, does email marketing still work today? Okay, that's great, Kareem, you're talking about it as a form of marketing, but don't you do video marketing? Don't you do other types of marketing? And the answer is yes. So they say, does email marketing still work? And the answer definitely is yes. And you're going to say, can you show me proof of that? And I definitely can. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. A lot of people think that we're in the video age, or we're using chat bots, or we're using whatever it is, and we don't have to do email marketing. So here we're at optinmonster.com, and this has the beginner's guide to email marketing. They have a little cool pop-up. We also have what is email marketing here, as we talked about, if you'd like to read that in your own time. They have how to. They have growing your list with a lead magnet, as we talked about, giving them like an ebook, giving them something to opt in. They even have stuff on how to create opt-in forms. There's a lot of useful information here. The one I'm interested in specifically is why email marketing. So we talked about the question, I just talked about this, what is it? But people are still wondering why to do it. You know, why would I be interested? The top 3 reasons are, it's the #1 communication channel. And actually 99% of consumers do check their email on a daily basis. And I can't say that for anything else. Like, do you check your chat bots every day? Do you check your necessarily the YouTube channels you watch? Some people do. But do you check the YouTube videos every day, the new ones that you're putting up? Most subscribers don't see that. Do you check, I'm trying to think of another one, you know, another channel where somebody's posting something? Do you check that every day? Email, generally people will open up their phone. They open up their phone. And when you open up your phone, Abby, what do you usually check? I'm not saying you always do it first, but what do you usually check?
Well, I usually check Facebook. I check a lot WhatsApp, but also I check email, my Gmail account there. Yeah. And also I wanted to mention, yes, I have done email marketing. I have tested a lot with DotcomPal, and I have got really, really awesome results with it. I want to share that, you know, and there is a saying that the money is in the list. That's correct. And also, more than that, the money is on the engagement or the relationship with the list, because you can have a huge list of emails, but if you don't, if that list of emails is full of people that never open their emails, or full of emails that are not active anymore, or anything like that, then there is no point. There is no money in that list. So the money is in the list, but also in the engagement of the relationship with the list, and that component is really, really cool on doing that too. And I have done it, and there is another saying that one subscriber, one active subscriber, can bring you $1 each month. So if you have a list of 1,000 people, or 2,000, 3,000 active people, then that means you can have $3,000 per month from that list. But doing a proper email marketing with them, and that's totally possible, and it's real. It's true. You can do that. There are a lot of tests from that, and that is something like the smallest part from email marketing. And also, it is like the average too, can be considered the average or below the average even. We have talked about that in other occasions, about the average of email marketing. And well, today you can show some of that too, as you are showing right now.
Yes. So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. And so up here, the importance of email marketing. So 99% of consumers check their email on a daily basis. People watching on Facebook, people watching on YouTube, what do you do when you open up your smartphone or your computer? Generally first, after you're done, maybe with social media, you open up
well,
your
yeah,
email.
I do with social media, but just some time. But I got my email open all day. I don't have
Yeah.
my Facebook open all day because that thing is really, really heavy. I do have my email open all day. So I always have to check my email because there is something coming in there all day. I have it open. So,
Yes. Yes. So that's the biggest reason, if anything. And then second is your own list. You have a social media platform, as Avi showed, contacts.google.com. That's one place you can go on your Facebook page, on your Facebook group, on your account with your fans, your posts, all that stuff. It's good, but here's the problem. Let's say you post something incorrect on Facebook, or something happens on Google, or something just happens on whatever platform you're is. Maybe just for whatever reason they ban it, or they blacklist something, or it's gone. It gets deleted for no reason. Well, all those leads on your Facebook page, on your contacts, they're gone.
yeah.
And the problem is, a lot of people say, hey, let's just use social media. I'm not saying you can't use social media. Definitely, we encourage it here for our affiliate program. I use it myself, but I know in the back of my head, hey, if that social media is gone one day, um, all those leads are gone. So having your own email, having your own list is really having control over everything.
You
And
know, I would like to share something about that. Facebook is the mother of all targeted traffic. Yeah, it is. But it is there and you have to pay for it. You have to pay
yeah,
for it really hard. And also people, is still you have to pay for every one of them to see your ads. Even if you have them in an audience, you have to pay for that anyway. But if you have them inside an email list, then they are almost free. Why? Because even in DotcomPal, you have free email marketing in there. There are some limitations, of course, but you can start for free up to 2,000 people. You know what can you do with $2,000 a month additionally, and without paying a time in there inside .com. That's one thing, and we will talk about that in a bit. But also, if you have your audience inside Facebook, you have to pay for it. For every single click, every single view, you have to pay for it. And also, if someday Facebook decides to change his stuff and the advertising thing and all the trouble they are actually getting, so I'm not saying that that will be gone, but maybe there might be some changes in there too. So who knows? But also, it is something it's there, but you have to pay for it, and sometimes paying is hard for starting out, and also sometimes it's hard if you don't know how to run Facebook ads. You you can get in big trouble too. Facebook
oh
ads
yeah,
are great, but you have to know how to do it in order to get it profitable. That takes time, that takes money. But email is proven already. It's already proven to work, but because when someone gets into an opt-in list, they are already interested in what you have to offer. And they will have a lot of interest in every email you send. But also depends on how good you are with email marketing. You have to be really good at it. You have to deliver value, not only selling. You have to deliver the value. You have to build the relationship with them. You have to give them a lot of free training, valuable training, so they always will want to open your emails. And occasionally, you can advertise to them your services and also affiliate services. But that's how it works in order to reach that income with email marketing.
I agree. And just to say what you were talking about, this email marketing work, it actually converts better than social media. Now, I know people would say, is that actually true? And it is. You can get an ROI. Well, remember when I said, oh, 4,400%? That's totally possible. And that's huge. Now, here's the thing. As we're saying, I spent a lot of money on Facebook ads. Trust me, I have. How much you think I got in return? Not a whole lot. I got some likes and some engagement, and I've
How much?
actually,
How much? Be honest. How much have you lose in there?
I didn't put anything crazy, but I've lost hundreds of dollars. You know, um,
Okay.
and I'm being honest on camera. I've lost. I didn't go because I was testing it out. I don't test things out with thousands of dollars.
Yeah, yeah, no.
I'm not. I don't have my Rolls Royce behind me, but
Yeah,
I've
and
lost
also
hundreds.
it's like crypto. You have to spend so much money there, like
Yeah,
the
spend so much
training
money,
stuff.
and I hate to say, spend so much money, and then they have arbitrary rules. So if you do the wrong thing, you could get banned. So yeah.
You know what is the right thing or way of doing now that we are talking just a little bit about that and the importance of email marketing is that people do use Facebook ads for remarketing. But like, do you know what they use for sending traffic to the front end offer, like the front end sales?
Mm,
They use email. That's what they use in a launch. When someone launch a product, they use email and they use Facebook ads for remarketing and for increasing conversions. But the traffic starts with emails. With all the people that have big lists of emails, that's how it starts. And they retarget to them inside Facebook. But the traffic comes from emails.
yes.
That's all.
So you can even do email marketing with that. And to be honest, um, most people are always going to check their email, and the email part is free. So I would say when it comes to just communicating with people, ads are tough. Even video marketing's tough. The easiest way is still email. I know people say, is that really true? 100% it is. Now, let me show some case studies so I can drive that point home. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen to one of our favorite friends, Neil Patel. And Neil always has stuff on the cutting edge of marketing. He's on just about every type of Facebook channel, every type of social media channel, everywhere in Google. So he does really well. And one thing he's talking about here is mail-in gen, and it actually increased the email open rate from 20% to 29% by resending emails, as Abby was just talking about. And you can actually see the graphic here. Per $1 spent, what was the ROI, which stands for return on investment. And here's the cool thing. He experimented with segmentation, figured out how to do it correctly. And then by doing that, the company picked up a lot of subs of people who just hadn't opened up their emails. And how did they do it? They did better subject lines. So when we're saying knowing how to do email marketing well, you have to play around with it. There's this tool in DotcomPal, the A/B testing, where you can say, is this working well against this page? And what am I doing here? And then by improving your subject line, you can actually improve your conversion up to 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. And this is pretty cool to see how well he did with MailGen. You can see the step here. The company crafted their email to subscribers about using symbols. Subject line actually read, make your emails stand out with symbols. And they had a smiley face. And then they wanted to see if they can improve that rate. So they tested their latest feature. What do they do? Send emails with, and then they have this symbol here, symbols in the subject. As you can see how they did, it got a 29% open rate. And that's a simple strategy. They didn't do anything too crazy here. They just changed the symbols around slightly, and then boom, a 29% increase from 20%, a 9% increase. Now I got another one, is the walk to walk case study. And it's actually a health food company. And then they sent a subject line that invited recipients to make inquiries and order a meal. A lot of people are home now, so they're ordering meals, and they got an open rate of 18.1%. What did they do? It's like the one I showed above. They took at their email statistics. They looked and say who didn't open up their previous email, and then they got out another email, changed the subject line, made it cool, sended a phone number in there. They also put other stuff in there and made it easier for people to call, walk to walk. If you want to pick that up, that's looking pretty good too. They put a nice graphic there. I'm kind of hungry for some noodles right now. And it's no wonder the second email got an additional 7.2 4.7% of subs, and I think I might order something like this for lunch next time I don't want to cook. And there's
I'm
other
gonna get
ones.
noodles today.
Yeah, make some noodles. We'll do a special DotcomPal cooking episode. How to build, grow, sell, and cook your favorite foods and all in one place. So
100% free.
yeah, and for free, we'll ship it out to you. Can't guarantee the quality when you get it. Another thing you can do if you have the ability is sending SMS to unresponsive subscribers, focusing on one message, and then checking out how you can do that. So
So you need what I can see that is that with email you can test so many things, and it's easy to do that. Like it is easy to change a subject line. It is easy to change the body, and also you don't have to get with anything fancy or coding stuff because there are tools for doing this properly, and also it is in your hands. And even cooler than that is you can have access to professional email marketing and also 100% free.
yes,
That's something really that many people can think, oh, it is too impressive to be true, but it's real because now there are so many tools that everyone is competing with each other. And what is the best way to compete with everyone? Well, first, if it's free, everyone will love it. And secondly, if it's professional and it has a high reach, it is important. And also everyone, that's the competition we do. And the third one is training. Training is a must. It's really important because you have to know how to use it, and that's what we are here in DotcomPal to help you out to have free, professional-looking, high-tech technology, easy to use, and also the best training and support for your growth and success. If you grow, we grow.
yes, exactly. Probably said if you grow, we grow. So people watching on Facebook, people watching on YouTube, does anybody have any questions about those case studies or what they did to improve their ROI? And we looked at two ones. One was MailGen, one was Walk to Walk. They make some good food. So does anybody have any questions of just how a simple headline subject change can do that? And have you had any experience with that? If you're on YouTube, let me know in the comments section and like this video, hit the subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, make sure to like this video and share it to someone who wants to grow their business, specifically by making email marketing easy. Come on, get that 4,400% ROI. All right, so here is the big question. Now there's a lot of, so we said, what is email marketing? Why should you do it? There's going to be a big question that comes up that says, okay, well, that sounds great, Kareem and Avi. I have a Gmail account. I have a Yahoo. I have Hotmail. That's still
Let's get some sales.
Yeah, let's get some sales. I'm going to go here. I have 1,000 people on my contacts.google or 1,000 friends. They said I could put them in, my email list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and send an email to each one every time I'm doing a launch. Does that sound like fun?
That sounds like a jungle of email.
Yeah, I mean,
jungle email marketing, the email marketing jungle.
Email
if you
marketing
try to use
jungle.
Your own Gmail email account or Yahoo to send an email to each one, you can have some results, yes, but it will be horrible time a lot, and it can get you in trouble too because Gmail can say, "What are you trying to do? Are you trying to send 1,000 emails? How long? How many times?" No, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, and
well, if you have anything else to do in your life, you can do so. You can spend the whole day doing that and the whole week. If you have any other thing to do in your life, okay, go ahead. But if you have some stuff to do and you want to do things the smart way, you have to do it the smart way too.
Yeah, well, you don't want to be sitting here going email. Even if you copy and paste, email. I think one, you get tired. Two, it's not possible to do it because are you only going to send out one email to those 1,000 people about one thing? No, if you're a company or if you're doing affiliate marketing or product marketing, presumably you'll have more products. So then you'd have to send out 1,000 emails that day, 1,000 emails that day. And yes, Google's SMTP wouldn't like that. There's other platforms like MailChimp that'll say, what are you doing? Please stop. and it'll become too much to do. And unfortunately, it's not really humanly possible after a while. You wouldn't have any time to do it because you'd just be sitting there going email, email, and then eventually you'll say, well, I can't do this email marketing thing. It's too much stuff. So then what do you do next? What do you do next? You say, okay, I'm going to go to a different platform, but does anybody have any questions on that or anything why I couldn't just send stuff from my Gmail or Yahoo? I'm not saying you can't ever use them. I use them sometimes here and there for something I need to do, but to send out thousands of emails a day, it's not really feasible. Does that make sense, everyone? And I do see we have a thing. How's it going today, sirs? Going great, Shan. How are you? How does it work with DotcomPal? We understand email. I'm going to show you that in 1 second, sir. I just want to get to one last thing. So I get, understand email. I'm just going through the different steps just in case somebody needs to, go through them or something doesn't make sense. I want to clarify everything. So here's the issue. You say, okay, I can't send out one email through Gmail. I'm going to go to Aweber, GetResponse, MailChimp, Constant Contact. There's a few more I can't think of the top of my head. But then you go to these email platforms and you say, okay, I'm going to get all these features. I'm going to import my list. I'm going to do this. And then I have to pay $100 a month or 20 or 30 or 40 bucks a month. And then as my list increases, presumably you're doing more and more marketing, that number will go up. And let's say for whatever reason you get busy in life and you don't use that list, they're still going to charge you. So you put your email list there. Sometimes, let's say your email list isn't even that big. Let's say it's 200, 500, whatever it is. The more you get, the more you have to pay. And then the issue is they keep putting more and more limits. So, okay, you can only send out this many emails a month as well to this list. And me and Albie have used Aweber, I believe. Yeah. So we've actually been through this. We've been through the experience of having that. And we both have the experience of trying to, put our email list on the back burner, and we're still paying 100, 200, 300.
Well, I'm not paying anymore, my friend. I canceled my Aweber account. Yeah. And I'm not paying more. No more free money for them.
Yeah, and I did too. I had the same one, which is ironic. And then, so just to
paying like $20 every month. I don't know for how many years, and I didn't use it because I was too busy doing some other stuff, and I had to keep paying to them because I think someday I will use it. Someday I will use it. Just free money for them, only for getting my email there. My email list there, and without sending a single email because I didn't have the time for doing so, I say, well, I have to cancel it, and I just decided to switch to DotcomPal because I can have my free list in there, and I don't have to pay anything, just only paying for the SMTP, which is something more like cheapest thing in the world is to use as SMTP instead of using an email marketing tool because you already have email marketing covered with DotcomPal, and we will show you that in a sec. So I decided to cancel my Aweber account for that because I don't want to pay more monthly fees for doing nothing in there.
Yeah, just to show you that, because I know some people ask like, why Aweber? Well, if you look at Pro here, 0 to 500 subs, and then let's just say you have an email list of, 5,000 to 10,000. Okay, that's $66 a month. So, and you can do the math. That will get expensive very, very quickly. And the issue is, if you ever say, hey, I'm busy in life, I can't email those people right now, or the market's down or something happens like the current international situation, then you're going to say, okay, well, I need to put this on the back burner, but email, Aweber is going to keep saying, okay, I'm going to keep charging you. So just before we get to our awesome tool to build, grow, sell, and manage in one place, does anybody have any questions on why there might be some issues or why you might have some problems monetary-wise with some of these email subscription services? Anybody on Facebook? Anybody on YouTube? Also, make sure to like this video and share it out to somebody who wants to grow their business. If you're on YouTube, like this video, hit the notification bell, and hit subscribe so you know when we have more updates to grow. All right, so here is the big question. The question everybody wants to ask is, how does DotcomPal help with email marketing? And there's two ways we can do it, just to give you an idea. One is broadcast, which I'm going to show you, and one is doing it through follow-up journeys. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And here is my dashboard. You can see my different businesses here in the drop down where I send out emails, and you can have multiple businesses and different emails with them. Now, there's one thing before we get started, I am going to recommend is to, after you get your business set up, and that you can do in 3 clicks, you just have to make a business name, answer if you have a website or not, and then choose your niche. And if there's any questions with that, go to the Getting Started guide. And then you'll also want to go to Getting Started here. And then we have different videos on how to get started. And you want to take a look at how to connect my SMTP with DotcomPal. That's going to be a really simple one. What you want to do is go ahead and connect either something like SendGrid, Elastic Mail, Amazon Mail, Mailgun. You can even
Don't
start
pick SendGrid. SendGrid is too expensive, man. It's worse than however. I like Elastic Mail. Elastic Email. This is really, really cheap, and it does work really well.
Yes. And just as a recommendation, Bobby does recommend Elastic Mail, although you can go with other things like Mailgun, Amazon, or the other one we won't mention. And then you want to go through the guide for SMTP and get that hooked up. See, there, I got you. I'm not approving the wrong thing. So after you've got that done, what you want to do is go ahead to the left here and click on Grow. And then after you click on Grow, you'll see 2 things here where you can send out emails. The first one is broadcast, which you can do through mails here. The second one is funnels and journeys. If you're going to do funnels and journeys, one thing I recommend is having a landing page set up, or a couple landing pages, in my opinion, set up to do this. So we'll get funnel journeys in just a second, but just to start with email broadcasts, you want to have a business created and you want to have an SMTP set up, preferably Elastic Mail, Mailgun. You can even start with Gmail or whatever it is. So I'm going to click on mails. I'm going to click on new email. I'm going to give that email a name, call it broadcast test, because we're testing our broadcast. And then the nice thing is you can go with a plain template. You can go with a really nice template. We have different templates in here, as you can see, or you can make your own. I'm going to go with a quick plain template, which still looks beautiful. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to customize this email one time. You don't have to do this multiple times, just like if you've used another email service. You simply use whatever copy you've written, and then you can get it from a Word doc, a Google doc, and you can paste it here. So you could say, thank you for opting in. Here at X company, we will provide you with discounts and updates on our new email marketing services, or SEO services, or SEO or video services, whatever it is you do. And you can say, here is your free ebook, PDF, video course, whatever it is. And then you can put something here if you'd like to. You know, we are the #1 video marketing company. And if you watch best practices, I show how I do this with my own business. And then you can click media here, and put a logo in. I like to do that, or you can leave that blank. Then we want to hit spam checker. You want that to be 0. You don't want it to be recognized as spam, because if it is, that could cause issues. You can also save this as a template, if you want to use that further. And then we're simply going to go ahead and hit next. And then there's a couple settings we can change here, we can play with. So you can make a new list, or you can send it to an existing list here, and you can see all your lists here. And to import that, I will show you how to do that in a second. You can include tags. You can include a suppression list if you don't want it to go out. You can even have exclude list or exclude tags. It shows the total number of contacts you're going to send it to, and then we can go ahead and hit next. Then we want to modify the subject line. I wouldn't call that the name of the email broadcast test, but I'd probably say thank you for signing up. And I can do a send option. And this is going to be where you would configure or have configured your SMTP. Just to give you a real brief idea on that, you want to have an email that you're sending, the from and the reply email is going to be an email generally with your hosting, and you're going to select something like Kareem@rsvideomarketing.com, or whatever your hosting is. It could be spirituality, it could be whatever you're doing at your domain.com. And then you can have an SMTP option, which could be your Elastic Mail, your Mailgun, your Amazon Mail, that other one I won't mention. And then you can go ahead and test your email if you'd like. It'll send a email to your whatever it is, that saying, hey, this is all good. You just put a test email and you can send it out. It'll say SMTP is working. And then you can go ahead and click next if that works. Making sure that works, you can see everything here. You can preview the email before you send it out and go ahead and send it. And it says broadcast successfully sent. And that's how easy it is to send out a broadcast. Now I've sent out a broadcast. You can say to 8 now, but then as you grow your list, you can send it to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and however many people you want. Also, after it's sent out, the process is done. You can check the analytics of email here. You can see the open rate, the clicked rate, the unsubscriber rate, and if there was any complaints, which hopefully there isn't. And then you can see the open versus clicked graph, which is really cool. And it also does a breakdown in technology of the browser, the devices, and the location where it's going. And the nice thing is you can see the location where it's going, United States and Canada this went to, and you can even see the sub activity or the unsubscriber activity if anyone did unsub, which hopefully they did not. And you can see the different links and the link activity done here. What was clicked on links wise in your email. So it goes very, very, very in depth. This isn't just sending out an email and saying, okay, I hope it works. And I don't know any technology, I've been working online for a while, that goes this far into emails. Do you know any technology that goes that far into emails, Abby?
Well, not really. Maybe there are some online, but I have not taken a look at them. But inside Aware, I have not seen all that, because it's the one I have been using. I use also some get response, but I prefer to this and enjoy it, the whole thing, starting good with email marketing.
Yeah, and I've used GetResponse, I've used Aweber, and I've used a couple more things. Nothing goes in depth as this, and this is completely free to get started with, and nothing gives you this many options here that I've ever seen. So it's amazing. Now, here's the thing: you can send out one email broadcast, but say you're a business, right? Say you want to engage with people in a consistent way. You want to do what they would call campaigns. They're similar to, you send out an email, you get a response. You want to keep sending out emails. You want to keep people engaged because they can overlook one broadcast. Abby, how many times has someone sent out one email? Maybe it's a good email and you just said, I'm busy. I'm going to overlook this. I got stuff to do. because you're a busy guy, and then you forget about it.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of email marketing, that you can set up what are called as follow-up emails. And if you are good at it, and if you know how to do it, it can be something really win. Like it is something really profitable to set up what are called follow-up emails. And you can do that easily without compal, because you can use the funnel builder too. So it's something that the money is on the funnels, that's for sure. And also you can do the same with emails. You can create a follow-up or a funnel journey with emails. So this is something that is 100% real, that you set something and forget it. You set the follow-up, you turn it on, and then 7 days later you can see all the profits you got.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the beauty of setting up follow-up emails.
Okay.
Do you listen?
And that's what I love about that. I'm just going to check here for any questions before we get started on the next segment. I use a third-party email company. Can we add third-party API? Yes, you can. And I can show you how to do that real quick. You can add the third-party autoresponders with the help of the API key. Yeah, you can easily engage your customers through journey emails. Cool. Someone has seen that.
That's something where when you do that.
Beautiful predefined templates, which are provided in DotcomPal, and Dora says, cool. Awesome. So I'm really glad everybody's engaged. So the next thing, before we get to that, actually, I am going to share my screen and just show you, if you want to get third party, you want to click on these three dots and go to integration. Once you're at integration, you can pick the things you want. With new integration, you just click on new integration, and then you can get, if you want, I still use some integrations for testing. You can get GetGist, GetResponse, Aweber, MailPrimo, MailChimp, Benchmark, all of these. And you just click on integrate, put in your title and API key, as Chirag is saying, and then you're good to go. So hopefully that answers your question. 3 dots, integration, click on new integration. So you can overlook one broadcast. That's easy to do. So you want to go to funnels and journeys to do follow-up emails. Now, for funnels and journeys, you want to have a few things set up first. You want to presumably have some emails written or some emails set up. You want to have some landing pages created. I would say at least 1 or 2, which you can see through the best practices video. You'll also want to have your SMTP set up as well, and your list. So if you have those things, you're ready to do a funnel journey. Now, there's 2 ways we can do a funnel journey. First, we want to pick out what is our purpose, though. We want to see, do we want to follow up with people? Do we want targeted leads? Do we want more sales? Do we have a webinar coming up where we're selling something, get registration? Do we want to bring more people to our website? Or do we want to follow up with people? So you want to think about, what is your purpose? As you can see, we have 7 different purposes here. Decide what your purpose is with your funnel, your journey, and then you can go ahead and give it a name. And I'm going to actually call this one, starting.
When you are trying to set your goal, it will feature all the awesome funnel journey templates that DotcomPal is already offering you in there. Like the purpose will tell you. So there you see 3 different funnel journeys templates, all related to follow up with email.
Yeah. So there you have multiple templates. You can also create it from scratch. Let me show you how to create it from scratch first, so you can get the idea, and then you can use whatever template you'd like. So to create from scratch, we just go here, click on create from scratch, and click the purple button, create from scratch. And then boom, we're set up with this beautiful graphical interface. And trust me, I've used a lot of different interfaces in the course of email marketing. This is very helpful because it's not a top-down type thing where you have to keep putting layers and layers of things and then scrolling up and down. This is very simple. Let me explain how it works. So we have one trigger. If you think of dominoes, you line up dominoes and then you hit one domino after you stack them, and it starts a reaction. The trigger is what starts the dominoes. Triggers are always in purple, and you can only have one of them. It can be a contact, it can be an email, it can be an attribute change. You can use it also with a landing page. It's generally what you'd use it. Think someone goes to a landing page and they get an email, then they get another email. People watching on YouTube and Facebook, how many times have you opted in to a landing page and they send out several emails to keep you engaged? That's how it works here. So you have one trigger, but through that one trigger, you can have multiple actions. Now, what are these actions? You can send out emails, you can show another landing page, you can add people to lists, you can even do things like lead scores and pop-up bars. But how I would get started here is I would first customize which landing page I want for my trigger. So I drag that trigger over here, and we can see it's here, and only one trigger is allowed. Keep note of that. And the trigger is going to be in purple. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the text here where you can see stuff. And then I have a bunch of landing pages that I have created. If you have questions about how to do that, you can go on our YouTube channel, DotcomPal. If you're there now, make sure to hit subscribe and then pick out a video where we show how to customize. We have a lot of best practices on how to customize a landing page. So we can see different landing pages here. I've created a few of them, just learning, and I just go ahead and pick one. So to pick one, I want to hit choose. I can also view it by seeing here and see if I want to make any changes before I do it. And that'll take.
Also, it has to be, in this case, because we are going to do follow-up email, so it has to be a lead capture landing page.
Yes.
So that's it should be there, like, because this is one way to do it, and I can explain you another way just after you finish this one.
Yes. So Avi will explain another way, but generally the how I start is I have a lead page. I send traffic to that lead capture page, and then I work emails from there. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this, and you can see here, it's test lead page. If I hover over it, now we have conversion options. If they type in their information, you can have a conversion yes. You can also have conversion no. What if they just click off of it? What do they do? So if they convert, what I'd like to do is send out an email as an action. So these actions are going to be in green, and I'm going to hover over it and click send email and drag it over. I'm going to put conversion yes. If they did convert, I'm going to send out an email to them right away. So you just drag the email over here, it's in green, and then you click on the text to populate the stuff you want to do. Now, I can go to autoresponder, and it's going to have all the emails that I have written. And if you click on new email, it'll take you through that process again of how we set up a broadcast email. Hopefully that makes sense. So all you'll do there is you'll set up your email, your template. But if you have pre-written emails, which I do recommend doing, you can simply click choose. So first,
there is something important to consider there, that in order to create a follow-up email or a responder email is only here. Like, you can create broadcast emails in the other place where you show in Grow. You create the broadcast there, but you cannot create follow-up emails there. The only way to create follow-up emails is here in the funnel builder, funnel journey builder. Here is where you create follow-up emails, and all of them will be stored here. Also, you can see stats for follow-up emails. Yes, inside the growth section, you can see the stats for them. But to create them, you need to do it here.
Yes. So yeah, just to really piggyback off what Avenatti is saying, just to understand, broadcasts are going to send out one, and then it'll save that broadcast there. But if you want to follow up with someone, if you want to keep them constantly engaged and not just send out one email, you want to do it from here. So next, what am I going to do? I want to send out another email, but with one slight modification. It's going to say on send, but you see this little, if you call it an hourglass in yellow here, that says wait when you hover over it. I don't want to send out 10 emails at once. If you opted into something, Avi, and I send you 10 emails, you're going to be like, what's going on here? But if I send you one every day, I don't think you'd be wondering. So if I click on wait, I'm just going to say, I don't need this immediately to come out. I can either make it for later, and I can decide how many days or hours I want to send it out later. I usually do 1 day, and you can even schedule it if you'd like, if you want it to come out at a scheduled time. Say you're doing a product launch. but I'm going to wait for 1 day and I'm going to hit save. And now it's going to come out 1 day later. And then I'm going to go ahead and choose the email I want. And I can go ahead and click choose. It's going to say settings saved. And I can see here, I got my email going. And then you can repeat this infinitely. Just going to do wait, later, 1 day. And then I can either schedule it if I want, or I can just wait 1 day and then hit save. And then choose the email I want. I want this email. And I can keep repeating this process infinitely until I want to stop. Also, one thing you can do if they do convert is you can add them to a list. And I'm just going to grab add to a list here, drag it over.
Yeah, that would be the first step.
And
After
then,
someone opts, you need to add them to a list, and then you start sending the emails.
and then I can hit save here. So this is a very simple funnel. They're going to opt into this page, get added to this list, and I'm going to send them 3 follow-up emails. And I can keep adding emails here. I can keep adding lists here. You can also do things with tags, lead scores, and mailing groups. Once I'm done with all of my actions, I can go to control here, and then there's a journey end. You can only have 1 journey end per journey. Hopefully that makes sense. And that will be in red. And then I just want to drag over the on send here, and that's how you build it from scratch. Does anybody have any questions on how to do that? I can go ahead and hit save and next, and it is successfully saved. I can see the trigger of the journey. I can see the end action, which was sending that email. I can just go ahead and hit publish. If you go back in and edit it, do note it will reset the analytics, so you can see it from a fresh start. And I can see starting follow-up right here. I can also view the analytics of the follow-up journey and see how the type I choose, the visits, the follow-up, the earnings per click. I can also see the visits, the triggers completed, and I can check the technology, the location, and the goal. Does anybody have any questions on setting this guy up from scratch? Oh, I get it. Your autoresponder email, or your autoresponder just emails you create inside of DotcomPal. Yes. Also,
yeah, there is a question there about someone is confused about what you mean create autoresponder here. Okay, let me explain again. There are 2 types of emails we do for email marketing, right? The broadcast emails is the email you set and send right away, or not, and also you can schedule it to send it tomorrow or after the day after tomorrow, etc. But once it's sent, it is gone. You cannot use it unless you resend it or reschedule it. But the autoresponder emails, these emails are set to be sent whenever someone gets into your list. For example, if someone opts in, then you want that everyone that opts in gets a welcome email. So if someone opts in or submit their name and email, they will get the welcome email. And then I also want that after they get the welcome email, the next day they can get another the email, the day 2 email. So you set how many emails you want to send to each one that gets into your autoresponder. Those type of emails, the autoresponder or follow-up emails, are created inside the funnel journey builder. There is where you create those emails. The broadcast emails, you can create them in the grow section. So grow section is to create the broadcast emails, and the grow section in the mails. And the funnel journey, you create the autoresponder or follow-up emails. So both of them are inside the grow section, but inside mails, you create the broadcast, and inside the follow-up journey, you create the autoresponder emails.
exactly. Thank you for that, Avi. So last but not least, guys, if you want to create a funnel journey from a template, you can definitely do so. How do you do so? Well, you go to funnel journeys right here, and you want to make sure here before you create a template, again, you have your SMTP set up, you have some landing pages, you have a list, and maybe some emails as well. Remember, broadcast is a one-time thing. It's just broadcasting that email out once. Follow-up is a journey. It's going to take them through multiple emails, maybe multiple lists and landing pages. So how do I do this? I click on funnel/journey and I go to new funnel journeys. Again, I want to pick out what my objective is. Maybe I want to get more leads on my website this time. I can say leads on site. And I'm going to give that a name and hit add. And then it's going to say successfully added. This time I'm thinking, okay, I know how to use this, so I can go ahead and pick out one. Give me 1 second to refresh my screen.
I think it would be better if you pick the follow-up one.
Yeah, let's pick up the follow-up one.
Because there are already templates related to email.
Okay. Let's do the follow-up.
Follow-up? Yeah.
So I'm going to pick the follow-up one. Sorry about that. And then I'm going to, and then I have different templates here.
This will be the second way to do it.
So I can preview this and say, oh, okay, I know how to do this now because I showed, how to create it from scratch. So I can click on something like rapport building, and then there you have it. It's all going to be set up for you.
Okay, now there, I would like to share something in there. Once you click in that button, the one you have already created, DotcomPal creates automatically each one of those things. Those elements have been created already inside Karim account, DotcomPal account. So that landing page is already created. It's a new one. And those emails there also were created, and they are new emails. You just need to customize them. So that's the beauty of using a template, that it creates everything, and you just need to go inside and customize them because they are already connected. So that's another follow-up, another way to create a follow-up sequence.
Yeah, and it's real simple here. I just pick my lead page. Everything's done here for me, so I can have another page here. Say it's my sales page, and then I just go in here, select the list as I've shown before, and then I can select tags. I can also enter new tags if I'd like. And as you can see here, everything gets saved. I can even add a lead score here to add the value to each lead score if I'd like. And then we have an end journey. And then after I'm done customizing all that, I can go ahead and hit save and next. And that one is also ready to go. Does anybody have any questions on templates? Any questions at all about anything we've gone through today?
There are many questions in there.
I think I answered a few. I think Shirag answered a few of them.
If there is no listed in the third-party integration, yeah, you need to email support to see when that API, generic API, will be available.
Yes. So contact support. There's a lot of different third-party, ones we may not have, but we can get those. You just need to talk to support and say, I have this and this autoresponder. I'd like to use it inside of DotcomPal, and then we can see how to properly do it. So thank you for that question.
Doru Valley.
Oh, Nate Boyd, I used the template with a pop-up that had a contact form already in it. Works great. Adds the info to my contact list. I created a thank you landing page, but have not figured out how to get that form to direct to the thank you page after they fill out the form using the funnels.
Yeah, well, okay. Can you repeat that? It means the redirect, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the redirection, you have to make that possible is inside the funnel journey. Inside the funnel journey, you get the redirection work. For example, you have to create the landing page, right? If someone opts in, then you want him to redirect it to the thank you page, right? So inside, can you please show the funnel journey builder?
Yes, I can. I just have to get back into it. Give me 1 second. Can you see my screen?
No, still.
Give me 1 second.
Now I can see it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, inside the funnel journey, you create a funnel journey, right? And you create it from scratch, because if you already have a templates there, you just need to select it again. But you have to build a funnel journey for this, because you have to draw the whole journey of that person, because it starts when someone visits a landing page. Okay, the first step will be to add a landing page.
So,
Everything starts there, right? That will be the opt-in page. So select an opt-in page. Okay, cool. Now, when someone opts in, you want to redirect him to a thank you page, right? So you have to put there, yes, the conversion, and there you select the thank you page.
let me find mine.
That's the first thing you want to do when someone opts in. Yeah, that will be the thank you page. And then you can decide whatever you want to do after that happens. For example, you can set different actions. You can put them one below the other. Well, that will be the email, yeah. And also, something important to consider here is that you have to add them to a list. That you have to put that below the landing page. What we advise is to do, yeah, we can do that. We can do like that. When someone sees the landing page, they are added. But first, it's better, I think, Karin, can you put the add to list one right below the show landing page?
It is.
Yeah, and also, but you have to connect it when in the conversion. When it says yes, not there, but in the first one, in the landing page, the first one.
This one?
The first one. Yeah, that's correct. So when someone opts in, he will go right away to the thank you page, and at the same time, he will get added to a list. And also, at the same time, you can add it to, you can send him the welcome email. So put the email below the thank you page. That email goes below the thank you page.
Sorry, too quickly.
No, below the thank you page. The email goes below the thank you page. You have to remove the connection. Remove it. And also the thank you page. Oh yeah, sorry, it's below the add to list. It's below the add to list action. The email. Okay, well, so you have to. Again, let me reorganize it. Please put the action add to list below the thank you page. Add to list below the thank you page. And the send email below. No. Let me do it. Let me show my screen.
Okay.
Okay, can you see it?
No, I can now.
Okay, let me go here. This is the landing page. It's the opt-in page, right? I already selected an opt-in page here. Now, the following step is add someone to, is to show another page, right? And this will be the thank you page. If someone converts, he will be redirected to the thank you page. Here, I need to select a thank you page. Let's say, well, I will pick a services page because I want someone that opts. I want him to go straight to my services page. But also at the same time, I want that this person gets to my list. So I have to select a list, or I can also create a list, or I can just put any list I have there. So when someone opts in here, he will be redirected to the thank you page or whatever page you put here, and also he will be added to my list. But also I want him to get another email, a welcome email. So if someone opts in, he will get also a welcome email. And here is where I create the welcome email, the follow email, the welcome email. And after that, I can send more emails. How? If someone opts on send, I want that also this email is sent, but I want that to be sent later one day. You see? So if with one action, I can get people to go to my landing page or thank you page, to be added to a list, and also to be sent the welcome email here. And after he gets the welcome email, then I can set that another email is sent if it on send, and also he can get the other email. But also I can set to send all other emails. If someone decided to open the email, then I want him to get another email. Maybe this one is on send, and this is for everyone who gets my email, but also this one will be sent to people who open my email. And I could even also set another email to send to people who click on my email. So it can be different people. You see, the people who click on my email will get this, but people who didn't click on my email, they won't get this one. They will get these ones for people who open or for people who got my email. And you can also send an email on unsubscribe and also on bounce. So these are the different activities or actions you can set on sending one email. And also you can do more. You can also add a tag, a list score, add to a quick mailing group. So there are many more actions. But here we just wanted to talk about the email. So this is what answers the question how to get people to send to a thank you page after converting, after submitting their name and email.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if there is any other question.
I do not see any.
Correct, and that's an info mental list, the create thank you landing page, but have not figured out again. Yeah, that one, the direct to the thank you page is the one that we answered.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the last question.
I think that's everything. I'm just looking one more time. Yeah, that should be everything.
I think
All right, everyone.
it's just a matter of playing around with the funnel builder. That's all. You have everything there in just one interface, and it's really fun building that because you can draw your conversion. You can draw what you want to achieve, and you can just connect things here and there, and that's something really nice to do.
Okay, awesome. All right, thank you, everyone. So today we talked about why email marketing is important, what it is, how it becomes a challenge when you send out one email individually through like your Gmail or Yahoo, and then how to circumnavigate the things with Aweber and get response. Even though you can add them in DotcomPal, we showed how to send out a broadcast and how to do a funnel journey. I want to invite you guys to do it. Also, if you are with us, there's a great opportunity to become a founder and get the pro special today for $15 a month. Unlimited visits, contact leads, and websites, and get your conversions to go from 30% to 50% if you're part of our affiliate program. And you can also get a couple of awesome quick start bonuses. And if you're not with DotcomPal, now is the time to do so for free. You can do it for free, no credit card asked. And the best thing is get $100 a month service without paying for it. So you can cancel the Aweber and all the other stuff there. So don't just use that free account to, look around. Use it to build, grow, sell, and manage your business from one place. I'm Kareem with Team DotcomPal. Thank you so much for being on the call today. Join us again at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard for more exciting and new lessons on digital marketing and business success. I want to thank out everybody here for being on YouTube, on Facebook. So if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification button, and like this video. If you're on Facebook, be sure to like this video and share it with someone who wants to grow. Guys, thank you so much for being here. And I want to give a shout out to Abanati, my awesome co-host, to Shirag, and to Manish for also doing an awesome job. Thank you so much for joining today, guys. Keep building, keep growing, and we will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Thank you, everyone.
See you later, guys.